What's up, Chuckers? This is your Served 5 setter for August 15th, and these are your top 5 stories from the world of racket sports in 10 minutes or less. Fed is making a return with friends, Tiafoe joins a super team, Sinner joins the big three in the record books, and Venus is official for NYC. But first, some news that shocked the tennis world. A big announcement from Monica Seles. The 9-time Grand Slam champion reveals that she's living with myasthenia gravis, a disease more commonly called MG. It's a rare autoimmune neuromuscular disease that weakens voluntary muscle control. Celis first noticed symptoms while casually hitting with her family, when she suddenly saw 2 tennis balls coming towards her. In her first public interview about the condition, she told the Associated Press it has made even simple tasks like drying her hair more difficult. Celis frames this as another, quote, reset in her life, alongside her move to the US as a teenager and her recovery from the infamous 1993 on-court stabbing. Here's a clip from that interview.
Becoming a great player, it's a reset too, because the fame, money, the attention changes, and it's hard as a 16-year-old to deal with all that. And then obviously my stabbing had to do a huge reset, and then really being diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, another reset. But one thing, as I tell kids that I mentor, you gotta always adjust. That ball is bouncing and you just gotta adjust, and that's what I'm doing now.
Celis is breaking her silence on MG to use her voice to educate and remind others that no one has to face this battle alone. On to set number 2, and Roger Federer will be back on court, but not for an ATP match. It's going to be an exhibition. And in classic Fed fashion, the 20-time major winner spoke eloquently about the details.
Hello, this is Roger, and I'm really happy to be returning to Xisong Stadium in Shanghai for the Rolex Shanghai Masters. Shanghai has always been a special place for me, with great fans, unforgettable memories, and a real love for the game. I look forward to seeing you there on October 10th. Shanghai, let's meet. A la Shanghai way.
Fed is returning to play in a location that he seems to like a lot. He's won 2 master titles in Shanghai and won the year-end ATP championships there twice. The celebrities double match is appropriately named Federer and Friends and will feature Chinese celebrities like actors Li Wu and Donnie Yen. Maybe if Roger needs a W, he should ask Andy. Speaking of Roger Federer and returning to competition, Frances Tiafoe is locked in for the Laver Cup 2025. That is just 5 weeks away. Big Foe joins Team World that also features Americans Taylor Fritz, Ben Shelton, Tommy Paul, and Brazilian star João Fonseca. Tiafoe famously clinched Team World's first ever Laver Cup title in 2022. This will be his 6th time competing with the team. Frances says that there's nothing like the Laver Cup, adding, quote, we've built something special, and I can't wait to bring the same energy to San Francisco. Playing at home in front of our US fans means a lot, and I want to do everything I can to help us win. We can't wait to see you, Big Foe, in San Francisco, because shameless plug incoming, we will be doing a daily live show from the fan zone at the Laver Cup. More details in the bio. I'm sure you've heard us bragging about it. We are super excited. And on to set number 4, and we are less than a week away from the US Open kicking off, and the tourney's wildcards are getting locked in, and some big names are sadly pulling out. The biggest headline of the week, Venus Williams is officially returning to her first major in 2 years. At 45, Williams will be the oldest singles player in the US Open draw in the past 44 years. Also on the list, Caroline Garcia, who will be making her final Grand Slam appearance as she is set to retire at the end of the year. And on the men's side, Brandon Holt, son of 2-time US Open champion and friend of the show Tracy Austin, earned a direct entry into the field after Matteo Berrettini withdrew on Thursday. The 2019 US Open semifinalist has missed 7 majors in the past 4 years, including this year's French Open due to a right oblique injury. 2 more major bummers to share. Grigor Dimitrov is still dealing with a pec injury he suffered at Wimbledon. The 3-time Slam semifinalist's absence ends his streak of 58 straight major appearances. Also out, Paula Badosa. The world number 12 has been battling a back injury that's kept her sidelined since Wimbledon. All right, guys, and now let's wrap this up with some history being made in Cincinnati. Jannik Sinner became the first player outside the Big Three to reach the quarterfinals in 9 straight ATP Masters events. a streak that began at Indian Wells last year and includes 3 titles. On the women's side, Aryna Sabalenka rewrote the Open era record books. Her 3-hour, 9-minute battle with Emma Raducanu was gripping enough, but the real milestone came in the details. 2 tiebreak wins that pushed her season total to 18, the most by any woman in the Open era, and extended her unbeaten tiebreak streak to 16 straight, another all-time mark. For the latest results from the Cincinnati Open and a preview for upcoming matches, subscribe to our newsletter. All right, guys, and on to the tie-break trivia, and you guessed it, we will be sticking with Big 3 news. Let's see if we can stump you here. Each member of the Big 3 reached at least 10 straight Masters 1000 quarterfinals in their careers. But who's on top? And for a bonus point, how many was it in a row? You'll find out in this week's 5-setter newsletter. Hit the link in the show description to subscribe. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this week's Served 5-setter. Just a reminder to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, give us a follow on your favorite podcast platform, and turn those notifications on so you can stay up on all things served. And if you haven't checked out our Maria Sharapova interview yet, please go check it out. It was unbelievable. She is quite the inspiration and, frankly, a badass. Also, on a quick programming update, no 5-setter video next week as we gear up for the US Open. But don't worry, the newsletter will still hit your inbox, and we'll be sending out daily quick served recaps throughout the tournament. All right, Chuckers, see ya after the Open.